Hi yogis, Shannon here with Denver Yoga Social. We're back at Colorado Saki Co to teach you another pose in our challenge. This one we use a lot of time in transition from one pose to another. We call it, you'll hear one leg lift. We get there through down dog. So we'll walk over how you can modify it as your practice grows and how to find it as you are a beginner as well. So without further ado, we're at Colorado Saki Co. We do yoga, sake, and sushi here. What does that mean? We do a yoga class, and afterwards you get sake and sushi specials to enjoy with friends. So let's walk ourselves through one leg lift. We get there through down dog. So you'll tuck the toes, you'll take your time warming up those hips, warming up the hamstrings, shaking your head a little right, yes, no, shake your hips out. All right. So when you find it, we're going to go inhale, right leg lifts. And you're going to see how my back toes are flexed down to the mat. My head's hanging heavy so I can gaze back at them and check them out. A lot of times what we see during this pose is people end up lifting that leg up like they want to touch the sky. But you end up lifting that hip with it as well, which changes the weight here. It shifts that weight more towards one wrist or the other. So when we find our lifted leg in the down dog pose, we pivot down. You'll hear this a lot when we're in our vinyasas because we'll be in down dog and we'll be like, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, big step in between the hands to a pose. So we're going to practice a little bit together. So you're going to find your down dog. Ready? Inhale, left leg lifts. Flex your toes, point them down to your mat. Now, a lot of times if you're spending too much time in down dog and your wrists are a little bit sore, maybe they're not having it today, you can also drop the knees here in tabletop. You can lift that leg up and flex. Check back at those toes. They're pointing down to your mat. You're not lifting that hip up. It's turned down. You'll be able to use this tabletop position to modify throughout your practice as a transition pose. Let's try it on the other side. Tuck your toes. Knees back and down dog, or tabletop if you prefer. Inhale, right leg lifts. Flex your toes. Point them down to your mat. Your weight's even between your two hands. You might have a big old bend in that standing leg. Maybe that right leg lift is only an inch up off your mat. Fantastic, you're doing it. Take time with your practice. Yoga is not about finding the most advanced pose right from the beginning. It's called a practice, which means take time, practice, let it grow with you and your body as you move. There'll be times where life happens, our body goes through a change, maybe you went for a run, you sprained something. It takes a little bit for that body to heal, for you to go back to what you were doing before. So be generous with yourself and practice listening to your body and how it feels today. Thank you guys. Enjoy your practice. Continue the challenge. We'll see you next time. Okay.